Welcome to the Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
Hi, this is Onye Ahanotu. I am the founder and winemaker of Ikenga Wines, based in Berkeley, California.
It's Ikenga, and you pronounce it how?
Ikenga Wines.
Ikenga, okay.
And my first name is spelled Onye.
Now, let's get a little bit of a background from you. That I can tell the listeners right now that you're from Nigeria. So, okay, now you're in Berkeley, California. What in your past led you directly to becoming a winemaker?
So, directly is a hard question to answer. To correct the record, my dad is from Nigeria. He grew up there, was born there. I grew up in Sonoma County, California. So that kind of starts to get to this wine question. I grew up in Rohnert Park, California, and surrounded by, grape wine. And really throughout my lifetime, I saw Sonoma County transform, to continue to expand the grape wine industry and fields, that we just used to play in as kids. Then, coming back from college, I'm like, oh, that's a vineyard now. Oh, that's a vineyard now. So definitely was surrounded by kind of the emergence of the huge industry that's developed now. And my background, I say that I have a classical foundation or classical training in science and engineering. So chemical engineering, material science engineering, that's what I studied in school. But outside of school, I was always cooking. I was always traveling around the world and learning about new cultures through food. And I also have an art practice on the side. So for me, wine and what I do in wine is really synthesizing and bringing together all those different elements of my life, from the culture to the food to the technology aspects, and bring it together to create something that's delicious, that you can drink, and goes with the types of foods that I like to eat.
Where did you go to school?
I went to undergrad at University of California, Irvine, and I got my master's at University of Michigan.
Were you doing all of these educations simultaneously, or that was a span over 8-10 years?
I'm a lifelong learner, I like to say, but a lot of this has happened, it's just interwoven in there. Art I've been doing ever since I was a kid and have never stopped. And cooking, the same. I've been cooking and, in a more serious way, leaving the home, going to school, wanting to eat some of those favorite dishes that my mom or my aunt used to prepare. Got to make it myself. You can't really find Nigerian food. You couldn't find Nigerian food out and about as easily back then.
Now, when you say Nigerian food, what is a staple of Nigerian food? When your mom and dad are sitting down at the table and, calls everybody for dinner, what are we eating?
I would say the classic would be a soup, more like a stew, like a thick soup that you eat with like a starchy, doughy substance that people call fufu. And that doughy substance could be made from cassava, it could be made from yam, plantain, so many different starchy ingredients. But yeah, the soup is rich. You usually have some meat in there, some vegetables, and something that you would eat with your hands usually.
And are the adults or even the children, depending on the mood, drinking wine? Is it at the table, or that's only for special occasions?
So when it comes to palm wine, it ranges. Some of it's just like, can you get it? Can you find it? Is the tapper that usually brings it to you, is he tapping these days? But yeah, it's something that you could drink at an everyday sort of occasion. Some people drink it in the morning with their breakfast, almost like a juice, which, at this stage, it doesn't have much alcohol in it. It's more for like that sweetness and refreshing kind of element in the morning. And yeah, you'll find it a lot more maybe like roadside, kind of like beer parlor style, where you have some special bites, maybe like some spicy little small bites that you would eat alongside with palm wine. But yeah, depending on the parents, they may, if it's the low alcohol one, it's basically juice. They may share it with the kids in the morning, and in the evening, that wine definitely has alcohol, and that one probably won't be shared with the kids as much.
The Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast.
Don't forget my favorite part.
Please like and follow. Oh.